week 493. Week 493. And we're here tonight because we're in an important place. Because yesterday was an important day where Anthony Brown got into office. And we're here. We're here. We want our voices to be heard. For the simple fact of what the medical examiner's office did to my brother Tyrone West, David Fowler, with all the lies, like literally. I should not have to go into my pocketbook to get $50,000 up to have my brother's body examined.
That's right.
And we should not have had to wait 154 days for a partial autopsy report that was lying. It literally said that my brother pretty much just dropped dead from a bad heart and just died. And then the saddest part, we've been telling them since 2013, this is what David Fowler does. This is utterly ridiculous, and this is why we pretty much started West Wednesday 493 weeks ago, because we was out in front of the medical examiner's office week after week, in front of the state's attorney's office week after week, pleading and crying. And for the simple fact that I have my sister here, Angela, my brother Timothy Clemens, was killed a year ago and still does not have an autopsy report. This is beyond ridiculous. Like, when is it going to stop? And then for NTG, where though we know that they're going to go and do 100 cases, I really feel like any case that David Fowler was involved in, that's a case that should be looked at.
That's right.
And all families and all families, that's a case that should be looked at. Because my family unfortunately don't fall into the 100, which I know, and I'm never going to take no for that. I know Tyrone ain't going to be number one. I'm not saying nothing to my brother over any of the deceased. Because what happened to the family members, the loved ones that had to experience, knowing that you send your brother, you send your loved ones body to have their final examination, just to have some type of closure answers. Whereas though their body is supposed to speak, just like we go to the doctor's office. If I have any medical issues, anything going on, my doctor's supposed to find out what's going on. But literally, because my brother was murdered by 17 killer cops, and then the father wants to get them off, and let's not just talk about the police involved there. Let's talk about, he's a racist. Let's just be crystal clear. And I have family members when this young lady, her skirt is wrapped over top of her head. And I heard that she was a prostitute or whatever. It doesn't matter what her lifestyle was. Nobody deserves really money than liable. And he pretty much said that this lady died of multiple causes. Like, are you kidding me?
Undetermined.
Undetermined, I'm sorry. That's what
Shame.
No, undetermined. Undetermined foolishness. Same thing on my brother case. Same thing with George Kennedy was a 19-year-old. Went to Princeton Hospital, literally for a toothache. He went for a toothache. And then he's arrested by county cops at Princeton Hospital, the same hospital that my brother's dead corpse was put into. And let me repeat, where my brother's dead corpse was put into. Because we know, witnesses said he was murdered on Kentmore Causeway. He did not die at Princeton, like they want my family to believe. He was murdered on Kentway and Causeway, and that's where he died at. It took 35 to 40 minutes to pull off and go to a hospital that's 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away. But this is constantly going on. And it's the sad that we're in 2023 now. And I still have no faith, no hope in this system until I see something that they do that's going to be good for our families and that's bringing us accountability. Because at this point, that's all they can do. Because in my eyes, they will never be closer. And I think bring my brother physically back here and give him back to my family, bring Anthony Anderson back and Timothy Clemens back, bring our levels back. That's never no closer. So we do definitely deserve accountability. And it's just sad. And then not to switch subjects, but all the homicides that's happening right now in my city is out of control. They need to find out who's doing all these murders. And to me, it's just sad and sickening. And I feel like people use our pain for their gain. And all you do is overlock somebody up, let's bring back all this stuff, let's bring back several times. That's the same foolishness that got my brother murdered. When Tyrone West was murdered under Grant Bernstein's administration, he had the zero tolerance photo. You know, it was sad and disgusting, and he was murdered like an animal for just driving black while in America. That is not a crime. To be of a certain color, race, religious belief, that's not a crime. And no one deserves to be brutally murdered. There's them to lie and literally say that my brother pretty much got combative, in their words, when they found the bulge of drugs in his socks when his pants pulled up. They can't even lie right. First of all, my brother had no shorts, and he had on ankle socks, and those drugs were never tested, never submitted. We found that out 2 years after we murdered my brother. No drugs. So you pull up the road with and remind you that he's the first killer. He's still actively working as a sergeant now. That's married to Michelle Bell. This is to me, he's the one who knows how the bad is. We need somebody out of town to come in and really look at and get this and give us accountability. It seems like everybody in our city is in the bedroom together. Let's be crystal clear. Everybody's in the bed, or we're crying out about this, or we're suffering, or children are getting gunned down. At school, you talk about a massacre that happened at school with little black and brown children, and it's just wiped away. We talked about the last homicide of the year was an 8-year-old that was not even going to call it a homicide. A freaking child was gunned down in their house, murdered. And then on the beginning of the year to have a 17-year-old female murdered, we don't see something's wrong. And to know that they're going to go to the medical examiner's office who cannot be trusted, that makes up lies that don't even hand people their autopsy is really disgusting. And I'm going to pass the mic to my sister Angela first, who's still waiting on a year later. For her brother, a year and a half, a year and a half. For her brother Timothy Fleming's autopsy. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
My name is Angela. Brother Timothy Fleming was murdered May 16, 2021 in his home by 2 police officers. One was 2 police officers. State's attorney called my family. They called me the day before Thanksgiving to let me know that they will not be prosecuted with fellow cops.
Shame.
They closed the case, and as my sister has said, my family still don't have an autopsy report since May 16, 2021. No autopsy report. We're already in 2023. My brother kids are still in that home where he was murdered.
Hey.
This city really don't care about black and brown families, children being tormented in a home that their father was murdered in by 2 killer cops. I stood out here at the medical examiner's office 2021, June 2021. We said that filing was filed then. The new medical examiner came in. Well, he's just as foul as Fowler because he up and left with over 150 to 300 bodies still left at the medical examiner's office, needing to be examined. Now, come on, boys, to get the case be one of them? I don't know. But I'm sure they shouldn't have an autopsy before they close the case. The case was closed, so my family shouldn't have an autopsy report. My brother kids should not be in that home. No, they should not. The city needs to step up. I've been asking the city to step up ever since this happened. We had a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe raised $3,000. I still have the $3,000. It's not enough to move a family from one home to another. especially when you have a child that has autism spectrum. He needs a space of his own. He needs a space of his own. He can't share. They want to have to share a room with his brother. Okay. Can they share a room? I don't know, but all I know is my nephew needs a space of his own because when he spans out sometimes, he needs that space for himself. And it's sad that I have to drive by that house because I can't stop. I used to stop when I come up here. It hurts my heart too much. So you just stop and look at those children still in that house. That's nothing I can do. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm begging people. I'm begging for money. I'm begging somebody to help them move. I've been begging since this happened. I'm tired of begging. I don't know what else to do. I've been asking. I've been praying. I don't live here. I live in North Carolina. I drove up here today. I drive up here every time there's a Wednesday outside. Just so I can get my brother stand out there. Just so somebody could probably possibly hear me say, help my brother Jesus out of that house. Every day they hear it here talking. Traumatized from the experience over and over, reliving it day by day. I said I was tired of crying over this. But how can you be tired of crying over something that where you're not getting any help or justice? Try to be strong. I just need this city to step up. I need somebody to help my family out of that house. They already said they're not going to prosecute the killer cops. I got it. I understand that. But I'm not going to stop fighting. I'm never going to stop fighting. I'm going to be here, like I said, every chance I get, I'm going to be here. Rain, snow, sunshine, it don't matter. I will be here. As long as I have breath in my body. Now, I wanted to say something else, but I'm going to tone it down. Fowler, he doesn't have any words to say to anybody because he's a coward. He's hiding. He's sitting at home hiding, being a coward. Man up. Confess to what you've done. I mean, we've already know. So all you have to do now is just admit it. Admit it. Man up. That's all we need. We need more people to step up and man up and woman up and be accountable. Hold yourself accountable for what you did. Those killer cops, y'all go home every night. I hope y'all sleep real peaceful. I really do. Because guess what? One day, God forbid, it's going to be y'all. Mic check.
Mic check.
And I just want to say before I bring my specific code on, I just want to say every breath. I know the office is closed, but if you're watching this, we need your help. You haven't even been in office for 24 hours. We need your help. And there's no way that I can see you walking into office and not doing what Brush has been doing. And that's looking at these cases. And I urge you to go a step further. Go a step further than 100 cases. Because 100 cases, that's disturbing enough that you need to look at all the cases. Literally, everybody's family deserves accountability. And it said that when she said, we did begging people. I remember the first time, and it was the last time. I actually got Jesus and too long. And the time I needed, when my emotions went down, and I got on my knees, and I was begging women for accountability for my brother. And to know that family members that was there with you that day are no longer here. And they didn't get to see any type of accountability for how long their time was. My grandmother passed away. I lost an uncle who suffered stress. Stress and why this young kid is working and nobody's coming on their big way. Little less than 3 years ago. Lost my grandmother last year. Lost my cousin Taylor Anderson. I'm tired of these family members with no accountability. So we're actually asking girls, I'm asking you, and I'm begging you, I'm asking you, in your opinion, what if any of those victims was your family members? What would you do? Would you want a thorough investigation, especially when it took Mr. Mitchell, Dr. Mitchell, bless his heart, to actually get a bunch of forensic doctors all together, over 400, to say that David Fowler was found? It took one man to pull 400 doctors in to write a letter and tell you guys to go. What did it say? That one black tiny woman that been out here. Been out here.
Right.
See, I'm literally thinking my own country. There might be a way of those $50,000. That's disgusting. Why not go take one from my children? I'm a mother of 4 children. Took one out of my pocketbook because my brother Tyrone West was going to have the last word. And it came down with 2 different forensic doctors to come up with one conclusion. Tyrone West was murdered for positional asphyxia. He didn't die, it wasn't undetermined, it was murder, bloody murder. So, before my brother was murdered, there was Anthony Anderson. He was murdered the year before my brother. And back then, when David Fowler sentenced, they moved it a homicide. But the thing that messed me up, they called it a justifiable homicide for the next. How the hell do you justify a homicide? How do you justify a homicide? This man was tossed on his head like a basketball, hoisted in the air in front of his baby, in front of his mother, murdered. When he watched it on, he had so much damage done. And this was written by 2 murderers. Imagine Tyrone West. You're not even telling y'all all the truth. You're not going to tell me that 17 killer cops, I'm talking about big guys, over 200 or something pounds, pounded, hitting them, throwing on them. This taking over baton, still toe feet, taking them in his neck 3 times, murdering him. Countless ways. You're not going to tell me he had one broken bone nose, had a fractured rib, no way in hell. And I'll say it again, no way in hell. And last but not least, before I bring this queen on, and I know all this stuff sounds crazy, but I guarantee you, none of us out here are insane, none of us are crazy. I just left my job from teaching beautiful babies, okay? Let's be crystal clear, won't use drugs or anything. But to bury my brother, literally, with black one, instead of being responsible with black one, I have my brother's body, 2 years later, no one can tell me how the hell did Mr. West get to Alabama with a yellow shirt on. Well, it isn't the second or time. No one can explain to me what happened to my brother's black shirt that we buried him in. Why was my brother's organs not in his body and they sent a bag of organs? None of it makes sense. Who broke into my brother's house 2 days later after they murdered him and set all his belongings out? Made a mistake, dropped his ID card, the one that they probably looked at to see where he lived at. Went in there, tried to make something fit. Left it, I have it. No one can explain how was it in the independent review report. Mr. West had his driver's license, yes he did. Show it to us. But yeah, his system is unprofessional up to the state. Unanswered questions. 410 unanswered questions. When are we going to get our questions answered? And when are we going to get accountability? My check.
My check.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Nicole Pettiford, and unfortunately,
I have two people that I'm here representing. In 2012, my father-in-law, Anthony Anderson, was murdered by the Baltimore City Police Department. And 2 weeks later, my daughter was murdered by street violence. So I know how it feels to be on both sides of the street. It's hard because I feel as though not only aren't our questions being answered, it's like people act like they care. People act like they're here for us. They see the glitz and the glamour of the cameras and the lights, and they think that this is a game. It is not a game. This is very, very serious to stand out here and beg and plead on a weekly basis for almost 10 years for accountability for our family members that are no longer here with us. My father-in-law was coming from the store, getting ready for his granddaughter's birthday party that was set to be that evening when he lost his life. So my niece has not been able to celebrate her birthday in the right way because she's always going to remember that her birthday was the day that her grandfather was murdered. Only to have to look 2 weeks later for my 16-year-old daughter to be murdered, also in Baltimore City. My husband didn't have the opportunity to really breathe the way that he needed to for his dad, before he had to be there and be strong for me after losing my daughter. We used to say all the time, we're all we got, we all we need, but we're not. It is so many of us out here that are going through this. It is so many of us out here that is feeling this pain, that is carrying this burden. The more that we have, the stronger we will be, and the better the results will be for our loved ones. So I want us to stop saying that this is all we have and this is all we need, because it's not. We need to come together as a people, as human beings, to say enough is enough. I don't care if you're black, white, green, old, young, male, female. This has got to stop. And no one deserves to be in this predicament. We have all became family and been put into this family that we didn't ask to be put into. We are here fighting for each other. And before these terrible acts happened, we never knew that any one of us exists. I love Tawanda Jones because she has been here for me and my family, even when we couldn't be here. And she has always upheld my family members' names. And I want to thank her for that. But I just wanted to say that we need to all come together, bigger, better, greater than this. And we need to fight wholeheartedly, not for the glitz and the glamour, but to get the right answers and the right respect that we need for our loved ones, because we're out here fighting for them, because they can no longer fight for themselves. Mic check.
Mic check.
And in case you guys are wondering why I'm holding this up, my brother could draw anybody that he saw. He loved drawing. Not only did they murder a father, they have man, the firstborn of our whole entire family, the first grandbaby. They murdered an upcoming artist, and all we wanted to do was see my brother open up his art gallery and produce these beautiful paintings. And now it's something going on without my brother and destroying his work when he should be showing himself. He didn't decide to be perfectly perfect. And we took it back. Now it's not weeks, but 430. Whatever we did. It's 493 weeks. 493 weeks, thank you, sister. 493 weeks later, still trying to search for accountability. This is beyond ridiculous. And it's the same game. And I'm sick of seeing all these different kind of churches. Because like they're tricking on things, they get on votes, they say anything to get in that office. As soon as they get in the office, they don't give a damn about us. We don't hear from them at all. And I just want to ask time and date. And I'm going to be at that town hall meeting tomorrow. Even though I don't feel like it, I'm tired of the dog and pony show, but I am going to be at the town hall meeting because Nancy Brown will be there, as well as the commissioner on that literally just lied blatantly in my face. He looked up the history of these killer cops and said he was disturbed by their behaviors, but yet he turned right around a year later and gave Louise an award. The same thing that the other commissioner Davis did to Chuck. They get rewards. They get full qualified immunity while they cause havoc and murder in our community. This is not okay. Darnell Rochester's family needs accountability. You're talking about a teenager baby murdered. It's too many names. That's why I let this man say their name. There's too many. I don't even know how to begin there saying their names. Tonight we have a homicide list. And also we have a police brutality list that has over 30 names. Are you kidding me? These are lies. So I want you guys to take 2 minutes. If you play as far as we say a prayer, you know that everybody's not religious, and that's okay. But if you don't pray, please send positive thoughts to the families because they need it. We need it. We're going into a new year. I'm trying to be positive, trying to be good, but I'm at work. I'm on my lunch break to see that 5 students were shot going to a restaurant across the street from their school. I babies had to go and get a cheeseburger. He had to drink how he did it. Our babies come home from school. These moments from turning I do all day long and worrying. Well, I'm teaching babies in my classroom. I'm worried about my babies that are at school. Is they gonna make it back home to me? I'm worried about if my daughter is driving, is she gonna get pulled over by a cop? And they're gonna play Russian roulette with her life. Or she gonna get hit by a straight bullet. All these unsolved homicides. They solve what they want to solve. All these goddamn cameras and all this stuff. You can tell me all these bodies and not even a big portion solved. I feel like it's the real purge out here. We keep on blaming each other for all this. This ain't nothing. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Don't judge me, judge your mother. Because at the end of the day, this is not on us. We need to look at who's coming in this city. Killing our babies. I know some of this is, but you can't even go to a gas station. Heard a man was in a gas station. A newly renovated one. They like redid, go for a shopping center. You know, he's in there getting a pack of cigarettes and a soda. Get ready to go home and he's murdered. Murdered. And a 23-year-old shot down, which, thank God, to make survive with the name not survive. How many somebody come up right now and call out for himself? And all they gonna say, oh, they can start killing each other. What? Make it make sense. If none of us out here right now is not getting like not people or nobody getting any type of arguments with people or whatever. Somebody just come up like they make no sense. Babies are getting nobody safe. But I'm really afraid right now for our babies. So many teenagers are dying. So please, guys, take these 2 minutes of silence before we come with this sadness. 2 minutes because this could be your loved one. This could be your loved one. And it is our loved one because it's somebody family love. But I say 2 minutes, please starting now. Mic check.
Mic check.
so much. So, I don't know where the, community violence. All right, mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. So I'm about to read the list that was most recently put out of the names of people in Baltimore who've been killed by community violence. We need to remember that for each of these people, there's a family, there's a community, there are people who are in mourning right now. As I read the names, if you could repeat them back to me, so we can put these folks' names in the air and in our environment so that they know that they're not forgotten. Lattimore Thompson, age 30. Age 30. Dylan Kay, age 8.
Dylan Kay, age 8.
Dennis Johnson, 46.
Dennis Johnson, 46.
Deasia Garrison, 17.
Deasia Garrison, 17.
And we also think of all of those who were dancing today at your entrance tonight. And Uncle Georgie has a police brutality like Mike check.
Mic check.
I checked. The list that we read about people killed by the police comes from the Washington Post. And when I was looking at the list this afternoon, they pointed out that the police have killed more people in 2022 than they have killed in any previous year.
Shame.
And it doesn't seem to matter if it's a Democrat or Republican in the White House. It's a systemic issue. For those that haven't been here before, if we know the name of the person that whose life was stolen, if you can repeat it and honor that person, that would be very good. If it's someone whose name has not yet been reported, in that case, some of us will say killer cops and cell blocks, and then we say Ashe, which is Yoruba for meaning let it be so. Not let it be so that they passed away, but let it be so that these killer cops belong in cell blocks.
Mm.
So we have 30 names to uphold killed by the police around the country from December the 21st to December the 30th. This is, maybe I got the dates wrong. Anyway, it was 11 days, 11 recent days, which is actually more than 3 a day. That's typical, unfortunately. First killed by police in Lancaster, California. This is on December the 21st. A man who is not yet identified.
Killer cops. Killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. Again on December 21st, 21-year-old woman killed by police in Richland, Mississippi, Carlunda McGinnister.
Carlunda McGinnister.
On December the 22nd, killed by police in Portsmouth, Virginia, 45 years old, Deshaun Jones.
Deshaun Jones.
December the 22nd, killed by police in Quitman, Texas, not yet identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 21st, and I'm sorry, I listed a little out of order when I transferred. On the 21st again in West Valley City, Utah, 29 years old, not yet identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. December the 21st in Sydney, Ohio, 53 years old, Todd Jordan.
Todd Jordan.
On the 24th in El Centro, California, someone who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 24th again in Weatherford, Texas, 32 years old, Michael Delaney Jr.
Michael Delaney Jr.
On the 23rd in Fairbanks, Alaska, 20 years old, Patrick Alexander.
Patrick Alexander.
On the 23rd in Velasco, Texas, 39 years old, Rigo Mendez.
Rigo Mendez.
On the 26th in Des Moines, Iowa, a 16-year-old boy who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 26th in Barberton, Ohio, 34-year-old man, Zachary Zoran.
Zachary Zoran.
On the 26th, again in Hurricane, Utah, 46 years old, Jose Pascasio.
Jose Pascasio.
In San Marcos, Texas, 36 years old, on December the 25th, Kyle Lobo.
Kyle Lobo.
On December the 28th in Independence, Missouri, 39 years old, Terry Bauman.
Terry Bauman.
On December the 28th in Long Island, New York, 56 years old, Enrique Lopez.
Enrique Lopez.
December the 28th in Amelia County, Virginia, killed by police, 32 years old, Nicholas Lassiter.
Nicholas Lassiter.
On December the 27th in Greeley, Colorado, a 29-year-old man who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 29th in Norco, California, 44-year-old man killed by police, William McKay.
William McKay.
On the 29th in Chattanooga, Tennessee, 26 years old, killed by police, Damian Jones.
Damian Jones.
29th again, killed by police in Post Falls, Idaho, while driving a vehicle. But many killings like that. This person has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 28th in San Bernardino, California, a man whose age has not yet been listed, Warren Merriman.
Warren Merriman.
December the 30th in Kansas City, Kansas, 53 years old, killed by police, Thomas Marshall.
Thomas Marshall.
December the 30th in Tacoma, Washington, 39-year-old man, not yet identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 29th in it's Hawaii, I don't know how to pronounce the city. Kahului, Hawaii, 29-year-old man, not yet identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 29th in New York, an unidentified, a man who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the 31st, again, someone who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 31st in Pine Brook, New Jersey, again, a man who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. On the 30th in Las Vegas, Nevada, another man who has not yet been identified.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
And again in Las Vegas, Nevada, an unidentified person. We don't know if it's a man or a woman. It's the last person we'll be honoring this evening.
Cell blocks for killer cops. Ashe.
Ashe. Mic check.
Mic check.
Again, I want to thank each and every last one of you guys for coming out. And I want to know Sister Queen and College of bless us with the song before we close out. But definitely keep us on, keep us in prayers and stuff, and all of your minds, because we definitely need it. And the fight doesn't stop here. And next month we're going to be doing a 500 testimony. It's going to be real big and huge, right? So y'all definitely going to miss out on the witches guys posted. But again, here's my sister Nicole. Mic check.
Mic check.
He bless me through all the pain, and He bless me through all the rain. When Jesus heard my story, He blessed me. I knew that He would. He blessed me. He understood. He blessed me. I knew that He would. So I'm asking, please hold my hand and bless me, and every man take my hand and walk me through. He blessed me with all this love. He blessed me. I knew that he would. So I'm asking, please help me now. 'Cause Jesus, I don't know how, but he blessed me. So shine me high. 'Cause he blessed me, and I don't know why.
Mic check.